Okay. Well, apparently I can't do live streaming from my phone. Uh, so I have to record this and then upload it. Well, anyway, I actually just got done doing about an hour live stream, only to find out that I was streaming to the wrong channel. I have a personal blog that I do that is, what you call it? I have a personal blog called It's My YouTube, and I blog if I want to, which is anything that is just whatever's on my mind. And I haven't really uploaded to that in a while because normally I only upload to it when I just want to rant about something, or if sometimes if I just want to piss people off, I'll throw up a video that I know was going to piss somebody off. It is where I indulge my really like childish, immature personality traits. So, but anyway, I decided I was going to do an update. I'm actually waiting for my son to get off I'm waiting for the bus to arrive so I can get my son from school. So, but anyway, I think I discussed this before. But yeah, I had to sit back with the Hulkbuster because I didn't separate it when I needed to, and because I stored it improperly. So anyway, and so what I'm doing is I'm rebuilding all of that now. And so, yeah. I'm sorry, it's taking me a minute to collect my thoughts because I'm also, one of the things that a lot of cosplayers will know about is back problems. And I'm actually on a new medication for that called Meloxicam, and I'm still getting used to it. And so it's just, I ended up taking it like a couple hours ago, and now it's kicking in. And, it's like, so once I'm actually used to it, it won't tweak my brain so bad. But anyway, so yeah, what we've got going with the Hulkbuster is, I've rebuilt the right boot, almost done with the left one, and I actually have about the bottom third of the right thigh built. And what's going on with that is, I actually have switched over from my previous method, which is I print out the armor patterns onto regular printer paper. And then I go and I just kind of do a rough cutout where there'll be, maybe a quarter to a half inch border of paper around the piece. And then I will go and I will take large cardstock sheets. I've been getting like 22 by 28, or I was getting 22 by 30, and then I ended up finding a cheaper source, but for 22 by 28 sheets. But what I will do is I will put a layer of spray adhesive all over the poster board, and then I will put those rough cutouts. It's starting to rain, so I'm gonna get on my porch here. And so what I will do is I will take those rough cutout pieces and I will put them onto the poster board. Well, I finally decided to cave in and actually get cardstock sheets. Holy. Yeah, it is starting to rain. Well, you can't see it yet, but yeah, you can't see it yet, but it's starting to rain. Well, anyway, so what I've done now is I just get the cardstock sheets and I just print directly onto those. And oh my god, let's just put it this way. On the boot alone, had I been using the direct cardstock method, I would have saved about 2 hours of work time, because it takes me it takes me around a half hour. Let's just call it that. It takes me around a half an hour from the time I hit print to be able to get to the point where I'm ready to cut out the pieces. Then, once I'm cutting out the pieces, then there's the amount of time that it takes for me to cut everything out. So, once so I saved myself a half hour already just doing the knee section that I have left to do, that I have left to finish the the knee, or left to finish the left boot. I just saved myself a half hour. Had I been doing this direct to cardstock method to begin with, I would have saved myself 7 hours, 7 to 7.5 hours or so. So basically a full day of work time. And I've been doing it this way for a while, so I'm like a little bit pissed at myself for not caving into this before. So, anyway, other things that I'm going to be doing as well, I want to try to get done before Dragon Con, is I have a Tron Legacy disc that I need to finish up. I mean, it's already upgraded, but a third of the lights are broken, so I need to replace that LED strip. And I have an upgraded Tron Legacy baton. Now that I know how much room everything takes and what kind of clearances and stuff I have and everything, I'll be able to do much more accurate baton to begin with. Like the one I have, it's accurate size, but it's rectangular rather than the slope and on the top and bottom that the movie one has. And so I may actually try to do the slope and everything on this one, or I may just go and just build another blank and then do the shaping and the machining and everything and actually do it that way. But I also need to work on getting the caps attached better. Because the way I have it is I have the end caps where you can take off the end caps and then I can pull the top and bottom of the baton apart. So it's actually in two full length halves that pop down on the thing, and then I pop the caps on so that way it looks like the baton. And then I also have magnets and everything that sticks to the boot. So on my Tron Legacy, I am going to actually try to do a true to the spirit of the movie. My Tron character is really like background process 287 or, whatever number. I may actually end up picking a number, but realistically, it's just like, it's just random background character. But I am going to try to do a true to the movie version of that, where I will have the Tron Legacy baton or the Tron Legacy disc on the back mount. I will have the baton on the boot mount, although I may end up actually doing a forearm mount as well, because I know some characters had theirs on their forearm, but the boot is really the more traditional, true to the movie. And so, so I am going to do that. But then I'm also going to do my Tron character. I say that it's one of the things I say is I'm too lazy to write fan fiction. Okay, really, I am not into fan fiction. But it's fun to say that I'm too lazy to write fan fiction, because what I'm doing when I create some of my original characters and original designs is I'm like, okay, this character, I do write, I do the world building at least in my head. And so I'm like, if I were a Tron character, if I was a user that could go into the world and think, what would I have? And so I actually like the fact that like the blackguards, like the elite enemy guards, like I can't remember if it was all of them or if it was just the one or what, but I actually had batons on the forearm, had two of them. And so they could take the batons, pop them together for the staff. And then because also, like, in the Tron Wiki or whatever, the established mythos, me not doing fanfic out of it. Like, I try to actually stick with the established canon and so forth, or at least the accepted, fan-made canon. And so... so the baton can become a sword. The baton can become a shield. It can project a shield, an umbrella, various tools. I think also in the cartoon it actually become a grappling hook. So It can become the bike, whatever. So I actually kind of like the idea of, okay, you sit there, you have the one baton that becomes the bike, and then you sit there and pull another baton so you have a sword so you can attack. Just various things. So I'm like, my personal character is going to have at least 4 batons, one on each boot, one on each forearm, and I may even actually have one on each thigh. But I also really like the idea of having sidearms, and back when I was a kid, they had the thing called laser tag from World of Wonder, and they had the Starlight pistols. So Google it. But they kind of look like a really sleek. They kind of actually almost look like either a Star Trek gun, or they look they really fit in with the RoboCop remake. Like they really fit in as something that he would carry. All right. Well, anyway, I need to go because my son's bus is here. But yeah, I will do another update pretty soon. So yeah, thank you very much.